Meanwhile, net income at Aramco fell by more than $15 billion on the year to just over $106 billion in 2024. The oil giant said it expects to declare lower dividends in 2025. And we are seeing some underperformance in energy names this morning in Europe. It's the worst performing sector in the market, despite the sell-off we're seeing in the auto space on the back of tariffs. So that really tells you something. Thankfully, Dan has been covering it all for us, and he joins us now with more on why oil is lower this morning and how significant this dividend guidance is from Aramco.
Indeed, really big numbers from Aramco today, Juliana. We saw full-year profit pulling back last year as lower oil prices and rising costs took a toll here. Remember, Aramco is the world's largest oil company, so what it says really matters in this sector. We saw net income crossing at $106.2 billion last year. That was down from $121.3 billion in 2023. Weaker revenue and higher operating expenses to blame, but of course lower oil prices also having a very significant impact here as well. The bottom line is this: Aramco is of course Saudi Arabia's financial powerhouse, but the fiscal strain is also becoming harder to ignore here. On the dividend side, Aramco expects to pay $85.4 billion in payouts this year. That's down from $124 billion last year. And that, of course, means more pressure on a widening Saudi budget deficit as the kingdom and its sovereign wealth funds, which of course own Aramco, push ahead with big spending on Vision 2030, on infrastructure and on mega social programs in the kingdom as well. Interestingly though, CEO Amin Nasser sounding pretty upbeat on the earnings call just a few hours ago. He did say that global oil demand will continue to rise in the year ahead, and interestingly, he also welcomed this OPEC Plus decision to raise output for the first time since 2022, a very big headline in the global oil markets that was certainly making a lot of waves in the market today. Of course, that increase is going to be 138,000 barrels per day starting next month. Here's how he characterized it. Here's how he responded on the call. Listen in.
As they roll out more of the additional production from the OPEC Plus, that will benefit Saudi Aramco. And the discussion is that that rollout will happen over the 18 months. That will give Saudi Aramco a much better position because we will be benefiting from that. But the upside is a 3 million. Whenever there is a need to put it in the market, that will also give you huge upside.
Aramco CEO Amin Nasser there. And putting all of this into context, remember that OPEC Plus production hike also comes as we see US President Donald Trump really upping the pressure, renewing the pressure on OPEC, and in particular on Saudi Arabia to lift production in order to bring prices down. Now, overnight, OPEC officials said they still have the flexibility to pause or reverse this increase if market conditions shift, but you also have to wonder if this decision to increase output is in response to that pressure that they are seeing from the White House right now.
Dan, really appreciate you bringing us that sound and recapping for us what's weighing on oil markets today.